super big revelation! Is Millennium Tour ELF really worth playing?
Hey folks, it's Mox Gaming. Millennium Tour ELF is live now. To be honestly, my first impression is that it's super friendly for beginners, seriously generous. So, let's break it down. The launch was generous with a straight up 40 star trace pages. Then, in the launch bonus missions, completing stages 1 to 20, you can unlock the Initiate's Gift and you will pick a 5-star star trace from 3 selection. Then, when you hit level 10, you'll unlock the Starlight Blessing, get an extra 10 star trace pages. Lastly, you can pick a 5-star star trace awakening item. Wait a moment, let me use calculator to figure it out. Yup, you don't need to do anything, and you can easily get 50 star trace pages for free. Even if you don't do anything, all you have to do is log in daily. Those star trace pages are all yours, no effort required. With a slight hesitation about getting something for free, I've decided to fully experience Millennium Tour ELF and share my thoughts. Especially, you guys have been eagerly anticipating this game. If you find this video helpful, please give me a like. First, let's start by checking out the main characters of Millennium Tour ELF, your waifu's witches. Currently, there are 5 witches available, and the system gives you 3 witches right at the beginning by reaching level 20, which Mia unlocks automatically, giving you 4 witches for free. Upgrading witches focuses on talent breakthroughs. Similar to Honkai Star Rail's trace system, consume star trace tiers to unlock the witches' talent skills, enhancing their optimal combination of star trace and witches. To reach the witch maximum level, you'll need a significant amount of star trace tiers. Don't worry, you can obtain more star trace tiers through daily tasks, main storyline, and more. Additionally, the witch's level directly impacts normal attacks, trigger, and ultimates level. When battle, the higher the witch's level, the stronger their skill levels become. Although star traces serve as the main DPS, the core of battle still is the witches. Because if all the witches' HP is over, even having a powerful 5-star star trace, you are still defeat. Next up, let's talk about star traces. In Millennium Tour ELF, star traces play a crucial role in battles. Combining different star traces with various witches maximizes their power and triggers combo gameplay. Unfortunately, the unlocked star trace are only visible in the catalog, and we can't see details of the locked ones. Hopefully, the developers will improve this in global version. In addition, each witch can have up to 3 star traces in battle, but you'll need the witch level reach 10 to unlock this feature. Now, let's dive into the core gameplay of Millennium Tour ELF. When witches battle against enemy monsters, at the start of our turn, you'll notice different colored circles around the enemies. It's called elemental advantage. How to determine the elemental advantage? Please pay attention to the star trace's background color, the enemy's outline color, and the damage numbers. Gold means advantage, white means neutral, and blue means disadvantage. It's important to note that the star traces for the God Sun class are quite unique. They can have an advantage over all other class types, and can also be disadvantaged by all other class types. In the second summon's banner, Senku represents the God Sun class, while Preaching and Sovereign are mutually disadvantageous. In the third banner, Shem represents the Preaching class. Each star trace comes with active skills, instant skills, and passive skills. There's a cooldown period each time you use an active skill or an instant skill, usually around 5 turns. By default, this feature is enabled, but you can toggle it on or off in the settings menu under Battle, Combat Settings for skill confirmation. And then, let's take a look at the weakness gameplay. Each star trace's active skill comes with a weakness data and is assigned a letter level. The higher the data, the higher the letter level. This is a bit different from Honkai Star Rail's weakness gameplay. In Millennium Tour ELF, the weakness data is applied to the star trace characters themselves, not the witches. After all that talking, let's put it into action. First, pick in DPS Witch Kurakami. Click on different enemies to check their circle colors. When it's gold, you can launch an attack. Once you've got your target, select a star trace, choose the witch's active skill, and then click on Confirm button. So, how about it? Have you got the hang of it? Also, there are some dice rolling minigames and daily, weekly tasks. Don't worry about spending too much time on them. There's a one-click cleaning feature. It's easier to get resources. Alright, let's take a look at the gacha system. Is the first banner really worth pulling? For F2P players, I wouldn't recommend it. Let me tell you why. Even though the first banner clearly states that you can get a 5-star star trace with the first 10 pull, and a guaranteed 5-star star trace by the 40th pull, here's the catch. Geraldia characters can be obtained for free through daily login rewards, and Danny can be exchanged in the shop using green crystal shard. So, my suggestion for beginners and F2P players is to focus on the second or third banner, either Senku or Shem. Both characters can serve as strong main DPS with debuffs and buff skill mechanics. They're perfect for early game exploration for beginners. When it comes to the best time to pull, my strategy is not to use the 40 star trace pages after complete the beginner's guide. To begin with, I use the 3 free star traces the game offers for early game exploration. Although their combat power might not be as high, they're more than enough, especially for F2P players. Don't worry, be casual when you farm stages and storylines, you'll earn progression rewards. Once you've saved up around 70 star trace pages, I recommend pull the Senku or Shem banner. Why? Because these two banners have a pity system that ensures you get Senku or Shem by the 70th pull. Of course, if you're lucky, you might get them in your first 10 pull, just like I did. When it comes to gacha rates, we got a 2.36% drop rate for 5 star, a 15.64% rate for 4 star, and an 82% rate for 3 star. Now, if you manage to get the star trace you want, you can fully enjoy the satisfaction of having 5 stars on your team. But hey, if you're not satisfied with your gacha results, don't worry, you can find setting button in the top right, click on it, log out your account and reroll again. For those players who initially skip the storyline when entering the game, if you want to rewatch it, don't worry. You can click on the archives and go to the gallery to revisit the scenes you skipped earlier. What's even better is that while enjoying the story, you can earn reading points. Once you reach a certain reading point level, you can exchange them for game resources. That's a win-win situation. Millennium Tour ELF also comes with exclusive BGM music. All you need to do is complete the main story normal stage 2 to 14 to unlock it. Pick your favorite song and let it play on repeat for a while. And that's not all. All characters in the storyline have full voice acting. The developers really hit the mark with this thoughtful design. Let's take a listen to the charming voice of our witch waifu.
気兼ねなく私に言ってくれ。誕生日か、プレゼント。
The cool thing about Millennium Tour ELF is its diverse game lore backgrounds and the trigger gameplay with the combo of witch and star traces. It's like adding the pet mount element from MMORPGs into the mix, which breaks away from the usual turn-based RPG setup where it's just character versus character. Also, some of the character waifu designs really resonate with me. And the animation effects for Star Trace's ultimates are seriously awesome. The downside of Millennium Tour ELF is the lack of an auto battle mode. Up to now, the game doesn't seem to have an auto battle mode. You can only see speed up button. If having an auto battle mode would definitely save a lot of time, players might not use it, but developers should consider including it. Another issue is the character models and text UI seem a bit rough, and the layout is somewhat messy. The layout of the main game interface UI is chaotic, as if the game was rushed for launch online. The artistic aspect still needs more refinement. Alright, that wraps up my first in-depth impression of the Millennium Tour ELF. I recommend watching the video content repeatedly, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments section. I'll post the timeline there for your convenience. If you haven't followed the channel yet, be sure to do so now. More exciting and exclusive videos are only available on Mox Gaming channel. Thank you for watching, and see you next video.